Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
So with Sitaare, I think it's a quintessential Aamir film. I've been a fan of Mr. Aamir. Will we be able to do it? I think all of them are already actors, just that they were not discovered. And Aamir sir will join me in saying that it is they who actually have given us the opportunity to work. We've always made pan-India films, you know, like Indian cinema is so diverse. Movies are made with love.
Hi, welcome to Latestly. We are here with Mr. Prasanna, who's the director of Sitaare Zameen Par, the latest film by Aamir Khan Productions. Welcome, sir, to Latestly.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here with us.
Thank you.
This will be your second film directing in Bollywood, if I'm not wrong. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true.
And with Aamir Khan Productions.
Yeah.
So how has the experience been working with this?
It's been a dream experience, Shweta. I'm so happy to have had the honor and privilege to work with Mr. Aamir.
Right.
I've always seen him on screen as a fan, and I'm even more of a fan now of him as a human being, as a person. Yeah.
As a human being and as a producer,
Yes.
how's the experience?
He's one of the, I would say, dream producers, as they say. I'll be praising Mr. Aamir in this interview a lot, but I want all of you to know that it's from the heart. When you usually meet a director at just before the release, it's very rarely that a director speaks with love about the producer.
Is that so? Is that more because of the purse strings angle, or what is it?
Well, usually what happens is that a director and a producer ought to be a team and on the same side.
Right.
But that privilege comes very rarely. I've been blessed with it from my first film. Be it Kalyana Samel Sadam, the precursor of Shubh Mangal, Mr. Anand Rai.
Film.
I was very lucky to find very good producers. And incidentally, all three of my producers, including my Tamil film, very strangely, there's a pattern. All of them are directors themselves. So I love...
You mean the producers are directors
they are
themselves?
directors themselves.
And
So
Aamir is also an actor-director.
he's a director,
so-
he's a filmmaker, you know, and Anand Rai sir is also a filmmaker. So I feel a lot of comfort when working with a filmmaker as a producer, because it becomes very easy to communicate a lot of things. They would know where a director is coming from, perhaps.
The creative side of it.
The creative side of things. And
Correct.
I've often found that so producing and direction are like, producer director ought to work as a team, because one cannot exist without the other. And with Aamir sir, I think he's a dream producer, because he really protects the director from a lot of things.
Okay.
And he doesn't let the director ever get burdened with, budgetary things or whatever the director wants. He's there to support. And he also has enormous experience, so one can also lean on him and kind of check if things are going fine, or if I want some inputs. He's always there 24/7, middle of the night, early morning, anytime, to just like, he's there 24/7 for...
That's amazing.
all
So
of us.
how long was this film shot, Sitaare? Like, कितने schedules हुए हैं?
It's been quite a fun shoot. It's been quite a quick shoot also, considering the scale of the film.
Right.
I think we must have shot it over maybe around 90 days.
Okay.
Over a period of time.
Right.
And it's been a lot of fun on set.
So looking at the trailer and the songs, you do get a feel-good kind of feeling after watching it.
Yeah.
So if we talk about the plot, can you explain it in short? Like, what is the plot? Something which more than the trailer, if you want to share.
Yeah, without revealing much, it's about a coach who goes through this journey of having to coach basketball to a bunch of people whom he thinks has a different opinion about them until he meets them. And this transformative journey of his and theirs is the film.
Okay. So there's equal focus on the kids or the people being coached,
The special people.
and the coach. Yeah.
Yes. So the journey of this movie, like you saw in the trailer, there's a lot of scenes with the Sitaare, and they bring the energy and the authenticity of lived experience, and them being not professional actors, they bring a certain joy, they bring a certain courage, a certain unpredictability to their expressions, which is an absolute delight to receive as a director.
Yes, we can feel that energy.
You can feel that.
Yeah, after watching the trailer.
Yeah.
And I was coming to that point that all the actors who are special children, or let's say people on the spectrum, so they are really actually people who are
Yes.
either autistic or on the spectrum,
Yes.
right? So how did you pick them, and were they to be like really trained in acting methodically, or just be themselves? What was the
Sure.
approach?
Well, I think we had a very wonderful process of casting and
Right.
acting workshops and basketball workshops for about, I would say, 10 months to a year almost.
Oh,
And that's where, speaking of Aamir sir as a producer and how he empowers his directors, right?
absolutely.
To put that much amount of time to back up, to back up a team for that long with no end in sight. So, for example, one of the first things I asked him was, sir, I know that we have to cast real people. It's not that we have to cast 3 or 4 or 5, which is would be a task. We have to cast so many of them. So, will we be able to do it? He was the one who gave me the confidence that, no, Prasanna, it will happen. India is such a large country. We have so much talent. He has personally, through Satyamev Jayate, worked with a lot of NGOs.
Yeah.
And Taare Zameen Par mein, he has met a lot of special people. He constantly, as a very socially conscious member of society, he knows. So he gave me the confidence that you start the process, you come to Bombay, and it'll work. And every day was a joy to kind of. Sometimes I look back and say, here is a man who completely trusts the process and the people he brings on board to, let the magic happen. So eventually, when we did cast all of them, I was really grateful to him. And in this process, my casting directors, Tess Joseph, Anmol Ahuja, we had a special consultant on a project called Dr. Neena Vaidya, who taught us about Down syndrome, autism, how to create a safe space for them. And I was very particular while hiring even all the crew and all the HODs that if they give me, a vibe of being a person who's not very sensitive or who's coming from a space of lack of empathy, then in any case, I would not want to work with them as a person, but especially so in this project. So we found wonderful people who were very sensitive, and they just jumped at the idea of trying something new like this.
Yeah.
And once that energy comes on board, it's infectious,
Yeah, we can see.
And they all love the Sitaare so much.
The bonding with, behind the scenes bonding with
Yes,
Aamir
yes.
and you guys was...
That was every day. We were, obviously, we were having the pressures of a timeline, we were having... The work was always there, but I think if we work together as a team and the movie gods are kind to us, then you end up having a lot of fun also during the break time and all that. Yeah.
So were some of them already like actors in theatre or in school maybe? How were they picked, like all over India?
So I'll tell you this, that I think some of us are born with that kida to act. So I think all of them are already actors, just that they were not discovered. You find this kid in class who's always joking around, prancing about, doing, like for example, Rishabh. He's a great mimicry artist. I saw some of his videos mimicking people. So anybody who would show some acting ability or dancing ability, who has the confidence and who wants to perform in front of people, we'd bring them on board, Right. And then we'd kind of have acting workshops, give them the same tools that any new actor would require, right? So that used to be done over like 3-4 months. My Pawan, my assistant, would sit with them on the lines. Manoj Sharma, my acting teacher, would conduct workshops with them on how to face the camera. Then we shot small scenes with them. I would often shoot with them, edit and show it to them, how this is going to come. And they'll be, this is why you're asking me to do it again, And just absolute delight. And one of them, I think, Gopi, is already has done a very beautiful Malayalam film. In fact, he is the most experienced of them of them all.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're just amazing talents. I think oftentimes talent lies hidden.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity for them to shine.
It's a great opportunity for us actually to shine, because I really feel that without them this film does not exist. And Aamir sir will join me in saying that it is they who actually have given us the opportunity to work on this film, because we are the professional people and they are people who have lived life, right? So I feel as a director that it is they who have done he was given us the opportunity to make this film.
That's a very nice thought, I feel. So, is there any connection to like Taare Zameen Par, like anything shown? I know it's not a sequel, but it's on the same lines. Like usme autism was there for Dashil Safari's character. Dyslexia was there. And I think Aamir's character was also dyslexic or so.
No, Aamir sir's character was neurotypical, what you call as neurotypical. Yeah.
Okay. And he in fact makes an entry after the interview.
Yeah.
So it was very refreshing that day.
Yeah.
So is there any connection shown to that film or some references or Easter eggs or whatever you call them? ऐसा कुछ है इसमें in Sitaare Zameen Par?
Actually, even if it were there, I would not reveal them. But that's the beauty of Easter eggs.
Something is there.
No, there is.
Okay.
So even if it were there, I would not reveal them. Because I would want the audience to enjoy the film in the theaters. Right. What is the connection? I think it's from the same space, from the same inclusive heart and inclusive thought behind Taare Zameen Par. And it kind of Taare Zameen Par opened the conversation in a huge way for India.
Totally.
And a large part of the world too.
A lot of the parents didn't know also that something like this.
Yeah. All of us, and it opened up our minds and hearts, and it gave hope that films could entertain and also impact us in beautiful ways. So Sitaare Zameen Par also kind of takes that conversation to its next chapter and includes Down syndrome and autism as two immediate identity markers. But this time around, it's a different story, it's a different set of characters, it's a different energy, it's humor, it's laughter, it's a sports film also, it's a whole lot of things. And
about relationships, would you like to say something about Aamir and Genelia's equation and
as you can see in the song also has been released yesterday. Aamir sir and Genelia play a very interesting man-woman dynamic. I'm a sucker for romances, and especially the today's man and woman as we navigate through new problems. Where so same way in this film you will find a certain man-woman dynamic, like in Shubh Mangal you had a sense of seeing a very relatable couple is the feedback I got. So in this also you will find a very strong man-woman arc played by Aamir and Genelia.
I wanted to ask about the digital release on YouTube that this film is planning. Would you like to comment on that? Like, at Waves 2025 where Aamir...
I don't know about... actually, I don't know what are the plans Aamir sir has for the film.
Okay.
Because
we read that it will go directly to YouTube pay-per-view.
Actually, officially, Aamir sir has not spoken about that.
Oh, all right.
Because
at Waves, I remember he said that he's not very happy with the norm nowadays that a film comes to the theatre and within a month or 3 months it releases on OTT. So people don't wanna. People feel that why should we then watch it on the theatre? So he said that it's not a very good model. That's what he'd said in.
So I was in the audience also when he said it. So I think Aamir sir is coming from a space that this movie is going to be available only in the theatres. So it's a theatrical experience. We want people to watch and enjoy it in the theatre with the full family, and not be distracted by any other thing.
It's a family film, totally.
It's a complete family entertainer that we hope it will turn out that way.
I think we need more of those. To bring the audiences back to theatre.
So this is one of those films which I feel like I can take my dad to, my mom to,
and the children also,
or the kids also. So it's a complete family entertainer, and which I think in the theatre when you experience with. There is a certain magic in the theatre when you watch a film together with people. Like in Taare Zameen Par, I remember crying buckets with complete strangers, right? So I think when you laugh together, when you cry together, it's a very healing thing for society to happen.
True.
And we hope that happens with movies, right? One always hopes that in the theatre there's magic of the audience, right? So with Sitaare, I think it's a quintessential Aamir film, which kind of entertains, which hopes to entertain and also hopes to kind of leave you with a tug at your heartstrings and also leaves you possibly thinking about mindsets and all that. So for me as a fan of Mr. Aamir, I think it's a quintessential Aamir film.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Aamir fan. Everybody among the journalists
and you know what? What one thing about Aamir sir is that I think his uh, the love for him cuts across. It cuts across religion, cuts across professions, cuts across A center, B center, age group. He's one of those people who's loved by all across whatever identity markers they have.
Is there any difference you feel in experiencing in direction or in general the industry in Bollywood or in Tamil cinema or South cinema?
Actually, my experience has been pretty positive everywhere, because I feel I've been very lucky to work with great producers, in the sense my Tamil producer and my previous Hindi producer also.
Right.
So I think when you work with a set of people who are passionate about cinema and who are aligned creatively with the same wavelength, then it's a joy everywhere to work with.
Right.
बाकी सब तो like we say सबका अपना अपना normal होता है, like in the movie. Each industry culture has its own norms, its own culture of working.
Right.
Like there are a lot of beautiful things in Tamil cinema, for example. A lot of beautiful things in Hindi cinema, which and I get to kind of enjoy both. So I pick up the positives everywhere.
So what is your opinion on the pan-India trend nowadays? Movies being made with stars from, major stars from the south and the north and whatever, and released pan-India.
I mean, I think we've always made pan-India films,
But they term it like that, and they also have promotions. Maybe, major film will have promotions in Patna or places like where they didn't have earlier.
But see, anything which unites a country, or anything which kind of expands the representation of within a movie is always welcome. Okay. Like in this movie, for example, in Sitaare Zameen Par, we have neurodivergent actors in our movie. It's pushing the envelope in terms of representation, right? Okay. So I've always felt that Indian cinema is so diverse and yet so similar, right? Dangal is enjoyed by Tamil audiences as much as, let's say, Pushpa is enjoyed by non-Telugu audiences.
Enjoyed in China also.
Majorly. Yeah, we love Titanic. We like. So I think audiences are very open to having different sorts of things. It's amazing if all of us can come together and create. Like Bahubali, I think, in that sense, started this trend of a movie which cuts across, because it kind of connected with our mythic. Our sensibilities.
In a big way. Yeah. But I think it's a great thing that in Sitaare Zameen Par you have actors who are actually
special,
who have experienced that thing in life, and instead of hiring, nothing wrong with that, but hiring people who will play them, it's better to have somebody who's gone through that experience in life and give them a chance also to shine through. I think that's
I think that also, if you see the movie, you'll understand why that needed to be done. You also see why it couldn't have been done any other way.
Okay.
And I think one always, if a movie can go beyond being just a movie, then it's even more beautiful, right?
Absolutely. Movies, it stays with you.
Yeah, the process behind making a movie, the intent behind making a movie. If it expands, end of the day, every movie, wants to touch people, wants to. There is no movie that starts off saying, I'm going to bore people to death, or I'm going to make a bad movie. We all want to touch. So I always feel movies are made with love, and they seek the love of the audiences. But if it goes beyond that and it does things, stories do that. So it does things which kind of also positively impact society. Then it's like a double whammy. It's even more than joy than just making a film. It's something bigger than that.
Okay.
So that way in Sitaare, we were all very lucky that we got this opportunity to make this film with our Sitaare.
Yeah, that's
the
great.
Stars.
Lastly, something you want to reveal about the film, something which is, not seen in the trailer or songs, just a hint of something you to our audience.
I don't want to reveal anything in the film, but I'd love to say that again, I've been a fan of Mr. Aamir, just like you, for a long time. And I think Aamir sir's movies always meant that I could take my family out to experience something a little more than a film, something that will always leave me with something to think about. And when he's making a film like Delhi Belly, for example, he also takes the pain to convey that. That here is a film which is just a laugh ride, But there are subtle things in the movie which are still very beautiful, like Lapata Ladies again. It has touched so many people. So I feel that as a quintessential, as a fan of Aamir sir, I am waiting for all other fans to experience the movie and tell me what they find in the movie as a fan of Aamir sir. I think it will also connect.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
We really look forward to watching Sitaare Zameen Par.
Thank you.
Thank you so
20th
much.
June, only in theatres.